so the 7th and the 8th week was that, and then obviously I dealt with the whole rejection thing, which was I didn't even know was sort of the bedrock of how I react to things, what gets me angry, what gets my back up. I didn't really realize it until
And
going back
you
through that
saying that
journey.
you came to a point, you've now come to a point of clarity, realizing it, and so as a result, being able to neutralize that.
Yeah, because now I understand that that's if I can remove that, which was the pain, and I could face it, because I had never faced any of those situations that we spoke about. I'd never gone back and felt like, or if I did face it, I didn't face it. I just thought about it and it was gone. I didn't really process it and thinking, how did it affect me? And how did it affect my journey from that point? And I was able to look at it and think, wow, there was other situations like that as well. Um, but I just didn't feel like it affected me because of this sort of strong persona that we're supposed to have. You don't feel like anything's, like you're impenetrable. But as I said, it was almost like the root of a lot of my anger, my internal anger.
Wow.
You know what I
You
mean?
then were now projecting in and through your relationships.
And yeah, and I'm doing it in my relationship, and I'm doing it to my son, and maybe even to other people around me as well, because just the way these things, they're subtle, but they're powerful.
Of course.
I mean, it's like having what's that thing, a kidney stone or whatever. It might be a small thing, but it's rocking your whole body.
Yeah, I hear you. Wow, what a journey. And so, I mean, surely that's about it. There's can't be any more.
And then the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th week, we had to delve into the cash flow.
What's that? I mean, what's cash flow?
So cash flow, remember, I came like I had the money issue, and you was like, "Have you got a cash flow?" It's like, "No, I haven't got a cash flow. I've got things
I've got
written that."
money issues, but I haven't got a cash flow. So I'm like, how's
Cash,
the money flowing in your life?
yeah, how does that flow then? How's that work out? Oh, then I showed you what I had, and you was like, "Yeah, that's cool, but that's not a cash flow. What you've got is you've just listed what what the issues are, but you've not put it into a flow. There's no flow there. We don't know what's coming in. We don't know what's going out. We don't know." So we spent the next 2-3 weeks doing that.
And that
And
seemed from the first session to blow your mind wide open.
yeah, because now I'm thinking, wow, cash flow. I've never even looked at it like this. I've never, and
You
then
never looked at money like this.
yeah, I've never looked at money like that. I've never, and my dad's an accountant, but I've got all the books around me. But have I ever looked at it to say, you know,
What a joke, eh?
yeah, I've got a big book there, bookkeeping and cash flows and stuff like that. But have I really looked at it? I took all my dad's books because I just wanted stuff that he
Right.
owned.
But you didn't take the nuggets
I
from.
didn't, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that was like, wow, this is pretty deep. This is pretty serious, because it then goes back to the spiritual side of things again, because you know and all of this for me is still, I'm still in learning mode, I'm still baby mode, but it's just
Having a profound impact in and on every aspect of your
yeah,
life.
yeah, because I was able to say to my missus, I was able to tell other people. I just went on evangelism for like 2 weeks after that.
And you even said, if I remember, that in that month that you came to that realization, which I think was the month of February, that almost as if to demonstrate that something had been removed from your psyche and opening up had occurred, that your whole household experienced the abundance in that your good lady found that her business almost exploded to the point that within a month she had earned more than she had earned in the previous year.
Yeah, she'd yeah,
At
she
the exact same time that you came to this new conscious awareness
yeah,
about money.
yeah. And I
Coincidence.
yeah, because I
Do you think that was a coincidence?
Was it a coincidence? Can I call it I think, as I said, I don't know if coincidence is the right word,
What do
but
you think would be the right word?
the
Or
right,
or would you how would you describe how that came about? Because when we were in our sessions, you said that it had definitely something to do with your shift in mental
yeah.
state where money.
So while my missus has been on her frequency, getting to that point, I wasn't on that frequency. So basically, to put it straight, I was blocking her.
Wow. Financially.
Yeah, because of where I was mentally with the financially. I was
And
blocking
you
her
also learned that money is energy. So it's not just mentally, but spiritually as a
spiritually. Yeah, because she was like, she's like, when I talk to you, you don't even watch me, but when you've talked to Tony, you see exactly what I've been trying to say to you. And I was like, yeah, now I get it, because when you're close to somebody like that on that level, sometimes you probably you don't value it as you say. So my energy was blocking her energy. I realized that my energy, because she's been working hard to get to her, and it was gonna happen. But was it gonna whether it was gonna happen with me or without me? That was the question.
exactly, because birds of the same feather flock together. So it's
Yep.
energy. If the
Yeah,
energy is not in harmony, by
yeah,
spiritual law, there has to be a separation
yeah. So you either draw with them or
or get removed.
yeah. And
Wow.
and that was, those are the kind of thoughts she was having. Like,
Okay. If this brother doesn't fix up, it
I'm
ain't
like,
gonna work.
yeah, yeah, because I'm trying to, I'm raising the vibration and he doesn't seem to get it, or he's not, in alignment with me, and I don't know what is really going on. And
This is serious, man.
yeah,
This is serious.
you know what I'm saying? So
So, well, I mean, it sounds like I mean, it can't be much more than that. That's probably it, right? In terms of the journey, or is there more?
yeah, well, no, that the journey, and then obviously the last week when we capped it by doing the loan. So when I came into this project, I was 35 grand in debt 12 weeks ago. I came out of it and I'm not 35 grand, even though there was a madness, even though there was a madness move, but I'm no longer in for I don't even
I mean, the way you said it is simple, straight, to the point. Of course, anyone listening to you will be freaking out, like, what the hell happened? But I guess the reason why you put it so simple is because it's not about the detail. And I think that that's
mm,
what you've come to recognize. It's
mm,
not about the detail, it's about the principles that you've learned. That
mm,
when you understand and commit to spiritual principles and employing them in your life, well, that's why we have the R.I.C.H Society, because it's an acronym that says you are able to realize the impossible or the seemingly impossible and create happiness in your life. 12 weeks ago, if I had said to you that, there's a possibility that debt could be, it's not even so much the debt, but the pressure that was coming into your life as a result of that debt. If I had said to you there was a way that we could completely erase that negative energy, you would have said,
I would have had doubts.
if not thought, it's impossible.
Yeah, because I would have thought,
How?
how? Yeah, that's exactly
And that's why
how, isn't it?
I like the way you answered when you made that statement, because as human beings, that's what we get caught up in. We want to know the how,
Yeah.
as opposed to understanding and learning the process that impacts. I mean, the things that you've just described, if at the beginning of our session, all the things that you've described, if they were questions to say, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, this is what, there might have been 50 questions, and you would have said how to every single one of them.